I'm Amy the Angry Yogi. If you're watching this, then you have subscribed to my channel, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it, especially in times like these. You know, I was plugging along. I was making ends meet when I had a full schedule of massage clients and full yoga classes coming into the studio. And so I just appreciate each and every one of you so much for helping me during this transition, because that's what it is. It's a transition for the better, for all of us. Let's close your eyes. Bring your hands to heart center. And arrive at your mat by taking a few deep breaths. Picture roots like a tree coming down from your tailbone, going deep into the earth. And anytime an intrusive thought pops up, send it down those roots. Mother Nature knows what to do with this energy. At the same time, open your heart and send a bright white light infinitely up into the sky. This is your divine connection, however that means to you. It's a cleansing and healing light. With every inhale, we're taking purifying breaths. With every exhale, we're letting go. Next, picture a pyramid around you. This is your pyramid of safety. Anyone you love can be inside of the pyramid with you. On the outside of this pyramid is a mirror. And this sends away anything that your soul is not ready for. With the roots, we're grounded. With the light, we're connected. With the pyramid, we're protected. And with the mirror, we're shielded. You can do this visualization anytime you're feeling stressed out and like you need a little bit of protection. Your mind is stronger than you know. Full inhale through the nose. Full exhale through the mouth. Release the arms, roll the wrists. Inhale, raise the arms up high. On an exhale, bring the right palm down. We're stretching over to the right side, keeping our left hip on the floor. Try to open your ribs up towards the ceiling. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down to the left. We're stretching over to the left side, keeping the right hip down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we're turning with our core towards the right. When you can't turn anymore, bring the palms down. And this is where we hold. If you'd like a neck stretch, you can look over the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn with your core towards the left. Bring the arms down. If you want to turn your neck on an exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, center. On an exhale, we're placing our palms forward, bringing the elbows down into the body and squeezing the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring the elbows down, squeeze squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squeeze down. Push all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, release. We're coming up over the knees so that we can come to tabletop. On an inhale, we're lifting our chin, opening the collarbone, letting the belly hang low. Exhale, tuck the chin, push the shoulders to the ceiling, bring the tailbone under. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, we're tucking our toes a little. And on an exhale, we're shifting our hips back, but we're still keeping some weight in the palms. If it feels good, you can shift your hips side to side. We're stretching into the bottoms of our feet. On an inhale, come forward, roll the ankles. Tuck the toes again. On an exhale, we're walking back. If you're able to, you can come up onto your toes. If it's really extremely uncomfortable or painful, keep your hands on the floor. Inhale, come forward, roll the ankles. From here, I'm extending my right leg forward and my foot is parallel to the front of the mat. Left leg is bent. Inhale, the arms up high. On the exhale, I'm bringing my left hand down to the floor, reaching over, creating a long line between the tips of my fingers and the tips of my toes. If that's not available to you, if you can't reach the floor, use a block. They are extensions of your limbs. Inhale, bring the knee in, come back to center. Exhale, opposite way. Our left foot is parallel to the back of our mat. We're exhaling forward, stretching long. We're going to do that one more time each side. Right leg comes out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left palm to the floor. We're stretching over, slow and controlled. You can look towards the tips of your fingers. Inhale, scoop, sweep the arm low. Bring the hands to the floor. Switch feet. And we're swooping up the opposite way. Look at your tips of your fingers. Exhale down. Face forward again on your mat. We'll do a little bit of core work here. On an inhale, we're lifting the left hand and extending the right leg. That foot is flexed. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, release. Opposite side. Right arm extends. Left leg extends with the foot flexed. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, open. down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. One more time. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Release to the floor. We're going to allow our arms to walk forward while our hips stay in the air. You can come down to your forehead on the mat, or if you're really able, you can put your chin on the floor. But this is a deep shoulder opener. You can decide what feels best. On an inhale, walk your palms back to center. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, the palm comes down under the left. You can either bring the left arm forward, or you can fold it behind you. We're warming up our shoulders, sink down into the floor. Exhale, left palm back to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Opposite side, inhale with the left arm. Exhale, come down, feet it under the right. Our left cheek comes to the floor. Same options apply with the right arm. Exhale, right palm comes back to the mat. On the inhale, we lift and rise. Exhale, down. Tuck your toes. On an exhale, we're pushing our hips back towards our heels. Bend your knees as much as you need. Pedal the feet out one at a time. Take this moment to identify all the places of tension and tightness, sore muscles, sticky places. What is going on in your body? Inhale, shift your weight forward. You can come to plank or modified plank with the knees down. Exhale, down, belly, chest, chin. Palms hug towards the shoulders. The tops of the feet push down. On an inhale, we lift, engaging the core. The tops of our thighs are off of the mat. Exhale, push your weight over the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Bend the right knee. We're sending that foot up into the air. Try to keep your hips squared forward and drop the left heel. Bend the right knee, open with the hips, but keep the shoulders facing the floor. Inhale, come back to center. On an exhale, we're bringing the knee to the nose. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale the leg up, just so that we can release it back down. Shift your weight forward to either plank or modified plank with the knees down. You can come down, belly, chest, chin on an exhale, or hover in chaturanga. Inhale to baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, bring the knees to the floor, shift your weight back. We're taking a child's pose. The hips touch the heels, our forehead rests down. Let everything go. Inhale, shift your weight forward to tabletop. Tuck the toes. On an exhale, downward facing dog. This should start to feel good now. Move your hips around. Are things loosening up? Are you as tight as the first assessment? Inhale, we're lifting the left leg, keeping our hips square to the floor, trying to push our right heel down towards the mat. Bend the left knee, open the hips while keeping the shoulders square. Keep breathing. Inhale back to center. On an exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, rise. Exhale, knee to nose. Shift the weight forward on your toes. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Come forward to either plank or modified plank. On the exhale, belly, chest, chin, or hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a wide knee child's pose this time. Our knees are wide, our feet are together. Push the hips onto the heels. Relax down. Inhale, come forward. Tuck the toes, shift the hips back, downward facing dog. Walk your palms back close to your feet. On an exhale, let the weight hang down. Create space in your spine. Maybe reach for opposite elbows. You can still push your shoulders away from your ears while still hanging loosely. Try to straighten your legs a little bit more. Take a full inhale. On the exhale, release your arms and we're rolling up nice and slow. Once the head comes neutral, you can raise on an inhale. On an exhale, we're stepping forward with our right foot. Our left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Both hips face forward. So our front knee is bent, but you can still see your toes. On an inhale, lift. This is warrior one. Be strong here. Remember your tree roots, send them down from your feet, deep into the ground. It's as if we're pulling the mat apart. The weight is evenly distributed. Our legs are engaged, our core is engaged, our upper body is engaged. On an exhale, bring the palms behind you, interlace the fingers. Pull the arms down from your shoulders. On an exhale, we're coming to the inside of our leg. Nice, slow, and controlled. If it feels good to lift the shoulders off of the back, you can. Inhale, lift. You can let go of your hands and rise. On an exhale, we're shifting the weight forward so that all of it is in the right leg. And if you're able, we're lifting our left foot. Keep the left foot flexed. Our hips are still squared towards the floor. So you have the option of bringing your hands to heart center on your hips. You can extend them in front of you. But whatever you do, we're trying to come to, oh my God, Warrior 3. I couldn't remember. And this is another good area for your blocks. So if your balance is a little iffy, and P.S., your balance does change like every 30 minutes, depending on all kinds of stuff, how much sleep you've had, how dehydrated you are, what you've eaten, your balance changes. So like, don't judge yourself. Anyway, all the weight is in the right side. There's a little bit of give to the knee. Our hips stay forward. We're pushing the left leg back. That foot is flexed. If you need blocks or some sort of support, that's perfectly fine. This is how you learn. This is how you build the muscle strength and the flexibility to be able to do it without props. But you have to start somewhere. So meet your body wherever it is. So you should look forward, not down at the floor. If you're not using props, let's see if I can get rid of them. This is another time to find your drishti point. On an exhale, slowly rise, nice and controlled, and let go, and shake it out. I've mentioned it before in an earlier video. A drishti point is something, a non-moving point that's like on a wall, not down towards the floor. You will always want it like up a little, that you stare at to keep your balance. Something that's not moving. So don't look at another person doing yoga because they're moving. Okay, so we're gonna do all of that again on the opposite side. Inhale the arms up high. On an exhale, we're stepping the left foot forward. The right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Bring both hips back to center. The front knee is bent. We're pulling apart. We're sending our tree roots down. Engage everything. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring the palms behind you. Interlace them the opposite way of what you did the first time. Pull the shoulders down and back. On an exhale, we're coming to the inside of our knee, but we're not like flopping our weight down on it. Everything is controlled. Inhale, rise. Arms lift. On an exhale, we're shifting our weight into the left side. Keep a bend in that knee. Make sure your hips are square. The right foot is flexed. Option again, arms can come to heart center. They can stay on your hips. They can come ahead. Use your props if you need them. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let go. All right, that's our fun little balance for today. Okay, inhale. Exhale, we're forward folding. Step or jump your way back to plank or modified plank. Exhale down to belly, chest, chin, or hover in chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, push your weight back over the feet. Downward facing dog. One more flow on your own pace. Come down to your knees and stand tall on the knees. Tuck your toes. Bringing one hand down to reach one heel. We're bringing the other hand around to reach the other heel. You can do this. So our hands are on our heels. Our legs are in alignment, knees under the hips. If you have control here, Gently look back. You should be squeezing your butt and legs. Nice and slow, bring the head back up. On an exhale, we're shifting our weight forward. Come down, sit on your flat feet. We're gonna do that one more time. On an inhale, I'm gonna come this way now. This time, you can tuck your toes if you want. It does make it easier for you to reach them. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, try bringing your feet to the floor. Exhale back, we're one arm at a time. You're not gonna fall, it's okay. Now push your hips out, forward. Relax your head down, slow and controlled. We're pushing up and out of the shoulders. Our butt and legs are engaged. Full inhale. On the exhale, raise your chin. When it's tucked, shift the weight forward, engaging the core. Exhale, release. Let's come down to seated. Take easy seat. Inhale up high. On the exhale, we're planting our hands in front of us, walking our hands out. Melt down. Inhale, walk your palms up slowly. We're switching our feet, so change the direction. Inhale. Exhale, bring the palms to the mat, walk them out until the hips want to come up off the floor. And that's where we sink and wait. Full inhale. On the exhale, slide back to center. Extend the legs. We're crossing the right foot over the left. Inhale up high. On the exhale, we're using our core to turn us towards the right, bringing our arms down. You can use your elbow as leverage to help you twist, but don't crank yourself. Instead, on your exhales, just turn a tiny bit each time. So inhale, we lengthen. Create space between the vertebrae. Exhale, just sink a little lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bring the palms over to the left just for a gentle counter stretch. switching feet. Left foot crosses over the right foot stays flexed. It's hard for me to remember that. So if you see mine like being lazy, your foot should be flexed. Inhale the arms up high. Exhale, turn towards the left, bring the arms down. We're stretching with our core first. Lengthen on the inhales. Sink down on the exhales. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release your feet. We're going to come down to our backs. So instead of hugging the knees in with your arms on top, let's bring our arms underneath our legs and just hold them in close. And rock side to side now. Bring your feet back to the floor. They're hip width apart. Your heels are close enough to where you could touch them. On an exhale, we're engaging our core and our legs and our butt. Send everything up. This is bridge. We're focusing on opening up the hip flexors in the front. The upper body should be relaxed, shoulders on the floor. We're lifting but still squeezing our legs in so that our knees stay hip width apart. So we're not letting them splay out and we're not bringing them together. Exhale, release. One more time. On an inhale, engage the core, butt, legs. We're squeezing up. This time, if you want, roll one shoulder under at a time. Interlace your hands. Pull the arms away from the shoulders. Breathe deep. Exhale, release one shoulder at a time. Send the hips back to the floor. Hug the knees in. Rock that out. Okay. From here, knees come to 90 degrees, arms are out wide in a T. On an exhale, we're shifting the weight over. Looking back at our left palm. If this is too much pressure, put some support under the knees. You can use a block. You can use anything if you can't come all the way to the floor. Inhale, roll back to center. On the next exhale, legs come over to the left or shoulders stay on the floor. You can turn your gaze towards the right hand. from here, plant the right foot. We're crossing the left leg over the right. On an exhale, we're lifting our legs and reaching through just so we can grab behind the right leg. And rest your shoulders back on the floor. You can use your elbow as leverage to push the hip out, but you do want to make sure that the right foot stays flexed. Or is it the left? It's the left. You want to make sure that your left foot stays flexed. So again, on your inhales, try to create space. On the exhales, we're closing in a little bit closer, a little bit more. Back to the floor, undo the legs, and we're switching sides. Right foot stays flexed. On an exhale, we're reaching up behind the left leg. Interlace your fingers differently this time. Shoulders come back to the floor. You can use your right elbow as leverage to push out the knee. Exhale, release back to the floor. And today, we're going to do something a little bit differently. We are taking Shavasana, only we're going to do reverse Shavasana. That's a real thing. I'm not having you do something silly. I mean, it feels silly, but it kind of feels good. So, this time, we lie face down. Everything relaxes. Your forehead comes to the floor. And allow your forehead to sink down into the mat. Maybe even rock side to side. Connect with your breath. Listen to what your body is telling you.
time as you need for Shavasana.
When you are ready, we'll meet back at seated. Bring your hands to heart center and close your eyes. And thank yourself for doing something really good for your body and your mind. Yoga is a great place to escape. You get to come back to yourself. Thank you for joining my class today. Namaste.